Hi, I'm Katja. I'm 42 years old. 15 years ago, I gave birth to my son. I had a lot of suitors, and my gynecologist said, you've had a very bad damaged tissue. At birth, they also practice episiotomy. Immediately after birth, I felt a lot of wideness in my vagina, and my muscles in my pelvic floor were without strength. My gynecologist said that my bladder was a bit sagging. As I understand now more about my pelvic floor, I think that she meant that I had a bladder prolapse grade 1. At first, I didn't give much importance to what she had said, because I had a baby to take care of. In the following years, I was living my life, but I was always feeling just the wideness in my vagina, and I had absolutely no strength in my pelvic floor. I was doing the Kegels like every doctor told me to do. I didn't feel much improvement, and I was just feeling guilty because I thought that I was doing the Kegels wrong, or that I wasn't doing them enough often. I was also told, don't worry, when it gets worse, we will surgically lift your bladder up, and maybe, if it would be necessary, we'll also get your womb out. I was so scared because I didn't want to get any surgery, and I wanted to keep my womb. Because I know about few women that did get the surgery and it didn't help, and a few other women that the symptoms came back after 5 to 7 years. A few years ago, I started to feel a little bulging in my vagina, and the gynecologist diagnosed me with a prolapse grade 2. I realized that it was progressing. I was terrified. I was crying. I felt guilty. I felt ugly. I felt I was not enough. I wasn't comfortable during making love. And finally, I've got a very, very bad anxiety. I really wanted to help my body to heal naturally, and I didn't know where or how to start. So, one day in December 2022, I googled this question: how to heal prolapse naturally? And Philippa pops up. Oh my god, finally someone is talking about that. Oh my god, so it can be done. Oh my god, so it can happen. I listened to her story and to her explanations over and over again. I started to understand what happened to me, what was happening to my body back then, and finally I was receiving some guidelines on how to progress. In January 2023, I bought the hypopressive program. I was so impressed by how it made me feel, the difference in my pelvic floor, and how immediately it was making me feel more calm. Calmness was even more important for me because the anxiety was blocking me in all areas of my life. By practicing the hypopressives, I started to feel less and less symptoms. I felt less and less heaviness, less the need to go to the bathroom right away, less anxiety. I was finally feeling that I was doing something right. And Abby and Philippa are so enthusiastic and happy when they are teaching it, that it is so fun to do hypopressive in the company of their videos every day. Because I was experiencing so much positive changes in my body and mind, I decided to buy the course Pelvic Health program. It was like a breath of fresh air. The most help I got from the program, scar tissue remediation. It was nice to reconnect to my vagina again. Then from the nutrition course and pelvic steaming. Also the belly dance program was very fun. I just want to emphasize that I was surprised how the steaming makes me feel. During and after steaming, I'm feeling extremely calm. A new level of calmness that I didn't know it even existed. And I also feel a relaxation in my heart and in my throat, and I didn't know there was even a tension. I didn't expect it. It was such a great discovery for me. When I'm steaming downstairs, it is helping me upstairs. I want to tell you that even though it's 15 years after giving birth, I still see and feel the improvement in my body. The pelvic health program is built in that way that I can easily take time to practice it or just listen to it from 10 to 30 minutes a day, depending on how much time I am able to take. I recommend this program to everyone who wants to heal, improve, or just get more in control of their pelvic floor, even just for prevention, so that by aging we don't get any uncomfortable changes. There was a week that I wasn't doing any exercises for the pelvic floor and the symptoms came back. So I recommended you to show up every day for just 10 or 15 minutes. And also I want to emphasize that the healing isn't linear. So there are still few days in month that the symptoms a little come back. My body still has a bulging, but now I'm almost symptom free. And I didn't know it was even possible. Thanks to MoonRise, now I can see my future when I'm healed naturally. I'm going to give love, time and nourishment to my body so that with what I am learning with MoonRise, it can heal itself. I can heal. I am healing. And you can heal too. Thank you, Philippa. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, MoonRise.